Well, ladies and gentlemen, on this auspicious occasion, it gives us a great opportunity amongst his fellow drivers, friends and family that we acknowledge Ricky May's outstanding achievement, becoming the third driver into the 3,000 win club. It's appropriate that it should happen here at Addington Raceway as well, as that was win number 1,007 for the wee man with the gold cap. When we think of New Zealand Cups, the IRT New Zealand Cup, we think, of course, of Ricky May and his 7 winning drives in that, but he's won 71 Group 1 races here in New Zealand, 9 in Australia, and of course so many of our great Group 1s, the likes of the Easter Cup, he's won half a dozen times, Oaks 4 times, every other big race here at Addington, bar the Derby, Richard, so that's still on the list to get, but he's won everything else multiple times, and for him to be able to do it on She's an Artist today, in front of a decent sort of a crowd on a perfect Canterbury day, is absolutely appropriate. On behalf of Brent Smith and the Metropolitan Trotting Club, we congratulate you, Richard, on your achievement here today. Back on the 2nd of January 2020, this seemed like the most furthest from people's mind. We all know what you went through on that occasion. For you to come back is clearly another example of your fortitude, your gutsiness, and of course your absolute talent sitting in the cart. So on behalf of Brent, we've got a presentation to acknowledge that, and then we'll hear from the wee man in the gold cap himself. Please put your hands together for Ricky May. Okay, Richard, let's talk about what this has meant to you and your family. Judy alongside you here today, the kids as well. To achieve this today, you'll be absolutely stoked.
Yeah, I am, Greg. It was pretty hard coming back from what I did, really, and or what happened to me, and it's been a bit of a battle, but I sort of managed to sort of get better and better with the help of everyone, and it was just a great thing to get 3,000, which you never expect to do.
2 boys from Methven, you and Maury Mack, and of course the great man Tony Herlihy, who sits on 3,500 wins. A couple of boys from not too far from here to be in that club. That's quite a remarkable feat in itself.
Oh, it definitely is, and knowing Morris so well, he did a hell of a job, really, to leave Methven and do what he did, so to be up with him was just great.
Ricky, so many of your greatest wins have come here at Addington Raceway. We think about your first New Zealand Cup with Inky Lord. Probably watching the replay now, most people still don't believe that he won, but why has the New Zealand Cup become your race?
I got no idea, Greg, but I was pretty lucky on the horses I drove, and Inky Lord was outstanding, and probably the videos are not good enough to pick it up these days, but to win that race that day was sort of a start of greater things, really, and I ended up, getting a lot more drives from it, and Brian Saunders was a pretty big start to me and my own family. We had a few horses in work and trained quite a few winners, and I sort of got going from there.
You were telling me yesterday about your dad, Terry, who's alongside us too. About that time, his team was flying.
Yeah, no, we had a really good season the next season, and, Dad, when I started driving, he stood down, so he sort of gave me the opportunities, and it's big help.
Other cup wins, of course, are Rackley's Mainland Banner, couple with the mighty Monkey King at a time when this city needed a real lift, and then Terra to Love did the most remarkable. Your good friend Jim Curtin drove him first time, and then you got the other couple of wins with him. It's just been an amazing story.
It definitely has. They're all phenomenal horses, and they've all done phenomenal jobs, really, and I was just lucky enough to be at the right place at the right time to drive them.
Ricky, you're going to tell us here now that it's not over, is it? Most people expected you to get to this mark and you were just going to hang up the gold cap, but you've decided to renew your licence for another year, see how things roll on. By the way, you've earned $32 million in stakes, so I'm picking some of these people would like a beer at some stage.
I'm sure they will. No, it's been fantastic, and I suppose Judy might like me to give up, but probably carry on for another year at least.
I was standing there with my wee fella Flynn, and he said, "Do you reckon Ricky would be nervous?" I said, "He's been out there 22,700 times." I don't know if nerves are part of things these days, are they?
No, I was a fraction nervous with that horse because everyone said it would win, and it certainly did. But you always think, oh, plenty can go wrong. There's no certainties.
There certainly is not that. Ricky, on behalf of the entire industry, congratulations on achieving this wonderful feat today, getting to 3,000 wins. Thanks so much for your time as always, and yeah, let's roll on with a few more winners, mate. I'm sure you've got a few people you'd just like to thank before you go, before we get ready for the next.
Yeah, well, you know, it was really great winning with Greg, training it, and George Hill, who I've driven for years, owning the horse. So, you know, Greg's given me a lot of winners. I don't know how many winners I've driven for him, but there's so many other people. I don't think there've been, many trainers that I haven't actually driven for. I think I've just been driven for everyone. So, everyone's been a good help along the way.
Win number 1007 here at Addington Raceway. Congratulations, Ricky May. Good luck winning the next as well, the next time you're out there.
Thanks, Greg.
Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Terence May, the latest to the 3,000 win club. And lucky we had a race where he hasn't got to drive in the next. That completes the presentation of Ricky May joining that wonderful club.